away.
What? What are you doing under there?
I'm looking for my church keys.
So how's the organization going?
Oh, blessed, the camera's on.
Okay, here's the deal. We gotta make videos today, Sheila. Sheila's like, I've got organizational stuff to do, so she's gonna be.
I pulled a bunch of crap out because we've spent 3 months now, and it's like, okay, if we didn't need it, do I still need to be toting it around with me?
Yeah,
the
it
answer is no.
Might be another downsizing period.
It's good you're gonna go shoot video with your dad today, so that you don't see what I downsize.
She's gonna be throwing stuff away. So this is what we've done. We've unloaded. Oh, you can't see. I'll take you back there. But we've unloaded the whole loft area, so Sheila can start organizing. I have a bunch of stuff in a camera tote. I know you guys don't think that I use gimbals and stuff, but I have so much camera equipment and voiceover stuff. We just haven't been using it, so now I gotta figure out what to do with that. Sheila's gonna get her winter coats put away because it's 77 today and we think we're safe. But today is about Pops and his used RV, and we're gonna go do some sealing and some other things on it. So I thought, anyone that's purchased a used RV, this might be beneficial content as Sheila organizes. Some of you might go, well, I wanna see Sheila organize.
No, you don't.
She can talk about that later. But we're gonna go help Pops today. That's pretty much it. So what are we gonna do, Sheila?
You're gonna leave and I'm gonna throw shit away. Oh, this is
a family show!
Quack.
What are you doing? Roll the intro!
A man and a woman left their home to switch things up and go on the road. They didn't know where they would go, but it's gotta be better than staying home. They switched it up. They switched it up.
That's all my camera stuff. Big old tote. So we have gimbals. It's a $600 Ronin. Then I have cameras and voiceover, and I don't know if I'm gonna need it all anymore. I don't know. All right, so I'm taking some Happy Camper, a jug, and I'm gonna see Pops. So let's do this thing. I already know what you're thinking. Where are you? Okay, brief history. About 20 plus years ago, my brother started working for an old farmer, built this amazing relationship, and he lived on this old farmstead, and it has like this farmhouse that's probably 140 years plus old. Anyway, Bill was his name, and Bill passed on, and my brother and him were partners on a lot of stuff, and when Bill passed on, my brother received this amazing land. And so for the last 8 to 10 years, my father's been living here with my mom, and Mom passed away a few years ago. He's been staying here, and my brother has property down south further. And here's the thing, is this land has been sold. Pops is gonna hit the road for a little while, and then he's gonna be moving down south farther. But that's kind of what prompted some thought processes of a life change. And I think it's pretty cool. You'll get to meet my brother later on, and probably some of the other vlogs. And he's a lot of fun, like a lot of fun. But here we are. Let's just say, if you're gonna buy a used RV, you're gonna have to do some things. So today, I discovered the leaks and stuff on top. We had some rain recently. Dad had a little water come in, and before we got to seal it up, but that's what we're going to do today. We're also going to look at some freshwater situation, maybe try to cleanse the tanks, and look at the ceiling around the windows. And we're going to check out those tires. We mentioned those earlier. But first off, I got to find Dad. I don't know where he is. So we have it parked on this side. Wait till you see this house. It's pretty cool. It's like a vlog within a vlog. So if you're here for the RV newbie stuff, I'm sorry, you'll just have to endure the fun stuff too. I found him. There he is. You know what they started calling you?
They.
They? The comments? They've called you Switch Pops. So you might have to start your own channel.
They call me what?
Switch Pops. You're like the
Switch Pop.
Yeah, you're a Switch Pop.
We want to be the Switch It Up, Senior Switch It Up.
Senior Switch It Up. That's right. So we bought the Hemingway bikes, and then Dad bought his bike. Where'd you get this seat?
What is it? $14.
You have to tell me. It's got green on it. It matches everything we got. He didn't even know. He's got his fixed to do 30 some miles an hour, which is wrong on all accords. He tapped it. He did a hack.
33.
Yeah. Nobody should be doing 33 on an electric bike. Anyway, so I was telling him about all the different things. Right now, Dad's got his hands full because he's cleaning all of his tools up and all of his workspace up because we're having a sale and he's going to move south. And so that's been a lot of work in progress. So, yeah, it's quite the adventure in itself. Let me show him the house real quick. Let me show you just the outside of this house. It's like one of the coolest things that you'll probably see. My Uncle Lee's probably running around here somewhere. We've done breakfast time with Uncle Lee, and he is fun. He's always good for some adventure. All right, let me show you this house. I don't think Uncle Lee's here. This is cool. This is really cool. You don't see this every day. Yeah, I don't know. Just the history here. Here's something really fun. Okay, there's like 2 ponds. Before we go, I'm sorry. I know I'm digressing, but it's just fun. It's good to have the history. So this is a little well. It was hand dug. It's down over almost 75 feet, and there's rocks that line it all up. Here's the cool part. There's a windmill on a pond that's way down over there. That windmill pumps water to a pond on top of the hill where the RV sits. Then from that pond, it comes down a hose, and it goes into this tub. And then when the tub gets full, it funnels into the ground. Then it goes from the ground into the well, and that's where you get your water from. That's pretty awesome. Also, there's 3 natural gas wells on here. So the house is run all on natural gas. It's almost like you live off the grid here. I mean, besides some electricity, but you could put solar panels up. So I don't know the gentleman that purchased the property. I don't know what his plans are. The house is almost done. It's starting to lean in. Inside, I take you inside. Dad's got a bunch of stuff everywhere. But it's been a really cool project. And the history, you don't see like the history. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just amazing. All right, let's go work on getting stuff lined up for Pops. I think we'll do the ceiling first. We'll see what he bought. He bought a bunch of stuff on Amazon.
This stuff here.
Yeah, what's that stuff?
This is a 3M door. It's for doing all your door seals and your slide out seals to keep the seals from sticking to the paint if they sit there a long time.
So it's a rubber seal conditioner.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that too.
Yeah.
Got this.
That's the Dicor stuff.
Oh yeah. The old Dicor. Listen, if anyone's gonna be doing anything on a roof, you got to use Dicor.
On a rubber roof.
On a rubber, yeah. Well, it's a TPO membrane, so it's like think of it as like a swimming pool liner, but a little thinner. This is what we use on commercial properties. That's why I know so much about TPO. But the old Dicor, that's what we're gonna use to seal. Somebody said in one of the comments, "Sure hope you don't gotta use silicone on the roof." No, I get it, but there are silicone up there what somebody put, so that's why we're gonna have to try to pull some of that away. You don't want to use a knife on it, so I'll use other tactics. And then we'll put that on there and seal it up, and then we can use like a silicone around the windows if any of the windows are having a problem.
Yeah.
All right, let's run over there. Was there anything else? What did you get in the mail? What else did you order?
I just ordered the silicone, and I've got that.
Did you get hoses and stuff?
Not yet.
No.
I guess I had to go out there and figure it out. I got to figure it out now. I thought there was 3 ports.
No, it's 2.
There's 2, but there's 3 levers.
Yes.
Well, I thought there was 3 ports. I was going to have to run 3 hoses, 2 Ys.
No.
And I went out there and looked. I said,
And he just shook his head.
This is way overboard. I said, I just won't go in the trailer no more. We'll stop at restaurants.
No. Yeah, we'll get that figured out too. We'll do a video on like the top 5 things or 7 or 10 things that you need to get as an RV owner. That's what we should do a video on. Today though, let's focus on this.
Oh, no, it all dried up on me.
But it was right here, right?
But
So it's
it was
around
right,
here.
It dripped right here.
So it's around
And it
here.
looked like it came out of this hole.
Yeah.
There's a screw missing there, but I
Okay.
don't know whether to take that off or dump some water on here and see which way it ran.
Well, that won't matter because the way it's level.
Well, if it dropped right there and ran this way, if it didn't, it dropped here and ran that way.
Well,
But this is the only place it could have dropped. Here is this.
right.
You want me to put that up?
Yes, because I'll have to cock around it.
Boy, that thing works good now. That you oiled it.
Yeah, I put the lube on it, Dad said. You need to put the lube on it. So we had about probably what, 1.5 inches, 2 inches of water. But right when we got it back, it rained, so we never got to seal it. And so he had a small leak show up. So this is good why we're doing this. And I checked everything. Nothing's been delaminated on the walls, so nothing's come apart. It's all in really good shape.
Yeah.
It's just time to fix it. Quick tip. When working on the lighter, never step on your slides unless they're heavily built. Most of the slides, you don't want to step on those. So just so you know, don't do it. I wouldn't do it, personally. Unless like our rig is meant so you can do it. But yeah, I digress. So a lot of times I've seen people come up and they'll just use white silicone over the top of the die core. And that's the problem you're seeing here, right? And it just doesn't hold. And then you have the feathering out where the die core through the course of time, the elements starts to lift. I was just using my fingers to pull it off, and you go really gently. So don't use anything sharp. Your fingers generally would be sufficient. Here, let me show you here, right here. This is the spot I showed you in the first video. So you can see how it's all pulled away and it's lifting on the corners. So it takes a while, but at the end it'll be worth it because it'll have a good substrate too. But it's all lifting. It is all lifting the whole seam. All right, I'll get back to you. I got a little while. Okay, I forgot this important step, and I'm glad Dad had it. After you go through, you want to make sure you clean with isopropyl alcohol. This is 50%, which is perfect. You do not want to use any kind of hard cleaning type stuff, but you have to realize you want that surface as clean as possible before you put the new sealant in. So I love that we have this. I also wanted to show you why this stuff's important, because once you pull it off, you can see that there's been issues for a while. Example, this, I know you can I'll do it this way. So let's just talk about it, and then I'll do B footage so you can see a closer look. So the Dicor they had on here for a long time had it lifted, and you can see through the course of time the water was going underneath the Dicor and depositing the dirt, which means that there'd been a leak here for a while. Thank goodness it didn't cause any major damage, but this is the reason why you want to take the time and just go through this, start pulling it off, and just go really slow and be very careful. This will be prevented so it doesn't happen in the future, especially after we clean around it. So we've done that, getting ready to start on this one. We'll do all the openings and then the cab front and back. On the sides we'll go around the windows, but I'll use a silicone around windows like normal. I'm hoping to get something out of this, but it is just important, especially over the long term as you head out on the road. You don't want any leaks inside your rig when it's raining really hard. What you doing, Pops?
I am lubricating the rubber slide seals.
And how are you doing it? You just put it on a rag?
Put it on a rag and wipe it on there. And some kind of a foam stuff, a little bit.
I imagine that's never been done.
No, he said he's never done it, so. And we noticed that when it pulled away, it was sticking to the paint a little bit.
Right.
So he said he needed to do that.
That's good. It'd be like new.
Must be new on the market, this 3M stuff.
Oh, really?
3-in-1. Got real good reviews.
Okay, I got the first bead down and it's all cleaned up. Everyone will probably have a different tactic with this, but my personal opinion is I like to put a good solid bead and try to work it up underneath, and then come back after that all dries and doing another wider bead across the top of it so it levels out. So therefore I feel better about it. I started that process here with the antenna, but so much better right now. I mean, a little relief, you know, when you get this done the way it needs to be and you feel good about it being sealed up. So it's well worth the time, energy, and effort. And think about all the time down the road if you ended up getting water seeping behind those walls and delaminating. That's the #1 cause of these RVs really going downhill quickly. This is part of maintenance, I believe, every year at least. All right, roof we got sealed up. Next step. Why are we so dark? We just finished the roof, got that done. Now, John said he never put any water in the tanks, right?
Never used it.
Never used the tanks at all. And I noticed when we were looking, there's some moldy looking stuff. So it's time we're gonna sanitize the tank. Bleach, and maybe we got a gallon of water. We'll do about a half a cup. We'll pour that in. We'll pour that in, and then we'll do another one. Pour that in. Chug it, chug it, chug it. All right. Look at that. We have to go start everything up and run all the water through all the piping till we smell bleach. He looks really excited, doesn't he? Water pump on. Got a minute. Man, that's a strong pump. Got a lot of water pressure.
That bleach there. There's a lot of water pressure there.
Yeah, it's got a ton of water pressure.
Strong bleach there.
Good. A lot of whirlpool. Okay, now it's the fun part. You let it sit 4 hours. And that's it. Then you have to drain it all out of the tank. And then you go ahead and fill the tank back up.
Okay.
Yep.
So we can do that tomorrow. We'll leave it
Yeah,
sit
we'll just
all
let it all
night.
sit all night. I don't think it matters. We're not using it anytime soon. I don't think there's anything else that's really here water-wise. Oh, outdoor shower area. I forgot about that.
Damn, this gets around there fast.
Good?
Yep.
There you go. There's today's projects. Seems simple enough. Roof's done. And now we have everything being sanitized. From there, I'll share with Dad later when he has to reach his hand into the toilet, wax that rubber ring around the crapper. He'll be fine. He'll love that. It's RV life. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Pops. We're out. Honey, it's cold. Honey, it's cold, Dad. Woo, it's cold. Dang. 45-degree water. That's a little chilly. Oh.